Hello, just a second. Okay, all right. Okay, the other day, a few days ago, we were doing vocabulary from list number 16 in vocabulary booklet number 4. Okay, and I want to go back over. Quiero volver a repasar estas palabras. Escuchad. I want to go back over the words. Okay? To review the words, repasar las palabras. No tiene mucha fuerza, to review. Okay? Ahora, to go over is ir uno por uno, repasando, pero concienzudamente, okay? Thoroughly, conscientiously, going over. Y cuando quieres volver a repasar, to go back over. I'm going to go back over these words. Are you ready? You will remember them. Iré muy rápido primero. Aliviado, relieved. Relieved. Estoy aliviado de saber que estás bien. I'm relieved to know. Qué alivio. What a relief. La VE al final cambia a F simple. Al final, relief escrito. Cuando es un sustantivo. El alivio. Oh, qué alivio. What a relief. Y curioso, relieve también. Relieve de la tierra. La orografía de un país. O topografía, ves el relieve. Y eso también es relief, como el alivio. Es un alivio saber que el relieve de este país no es complicado. It's a relief to know that the relief of this country, is okay. Okay, pain relievers, analgésicos, aspirin, other types of pain relievers, okay? You take them to relieve the pain, perhaps a headache, perhaps a toothache, perhaps other types of aches and pains. If you have a fever, if you have a temperature and your joints, dolor en las articulaciones, típico de la gripe, ¿no? Typical of the flu. Typical of the flu. You take pain relievers and they help a little bit. For some people, they help a lot. And for some people, pain relievers affect their stomach, and so it's a problem. But nevertheless, to relieve is aliviar. Aliviar el dolor, to relieve the pain. Y dices, qué alivio, es un alivio saber que ya estás aquí. It's a relief. Okay, it's a relief. You're here, Pepe. Menos mal. It's a good thing. Fila, row. The first row, the second row, the third row, the fourth row, the back row. Okay? So, the front row. We can say the first row or the front row. When I give speeches, cuando tengo que presentar en público, cuando tengo que exponer en público, the people who sit on the front row, I always pick on them. Me meto con ellos. Okay? To pick is como escoger, elegir. But to pick on is meterme. Me meto con ellos. The people who sit on the front row. So, in the future, if you attend one of my public presentations, I recommend that you not sit on the front row, because I will pick on you and I will include you in things I do. And if you are risk averse, if you get embarrassed easily, well, I'm sorry. So the front row, the back row, the middle row, how many rows are there in a cinema normally? I have no idea. And also in the airplanes, the rows and the aisles. Escrito aisles son los pasillos entre las filas. The aisles and the rows, okay? Okay, toma las cosas con filosofía, amigo. Take it easy, come on. Take it easy. Take it easy means tranqui, colega. Okay, take it easy. De hecho, se usa mucho cuando te despides de alguien, como un coletilla. Adiós, hasta la vista, adiós, hasta luego. Take care, take it easy, see you tomorrow, take it easy. Bye, take it easy, take it easy, take it easy, take it easy. Literalmente, tómalo fácil, pero no significa fácil aquí. Easy, ease, se escribe EAC, quitando la Y al final de fácil y poniendo una E. Tenemos la palabra ease. Ease es facilidad. La facilidad con que uno puede aprender inglés cuando está motivado. Ease. Suavidad, liso, ease. Entonces, tomar las cosas con filosofía es tomar las cosas con ease. Y luego se dice, take it easy. Take it easy. Don't get so upset. Tranquilo. No es para tanto. Don't get so upset. No te disgustes tanto. upset. Es trastornado, pero por disgusto. Estás muy disgustado. Take it easy. Come on, it's not that important. Look, I know English is important for you, but it's not so important that you lose your health. Watching this program, listen, I have a recommendation. If you watch this program, and if you sit down in front of the television, and you look at me, and you say, a este tío, le voy a entender hoy aunque me muera el empeño, you're making a big mistake. You're making a big mistake because you are adopting a counterproductive listening posture. Do you understand? Postura. Contraproducente de escucha. Come on. Si os digo algo en español, me entendéis a la perfección. Y si digo, doy la vuelta a este libro y ahora no lo puedo ver y tengo que darle la vuelta otra vez para verlo bien. ¿Habéis entendido? Claro, porque es vuestro idioma. Decidme textualmente lo que acabo de decir. Textualmente, palabra por palabra. No podéis. You can't repeat what I said, but you understood me perfectly because in your own language, you don't listen to words. You don't capture, la captura. No entendéis por captura de palabras. ¿Qué va? You understand in your own language by general absorption. Absorber el sentido general de las oraciones, no las palabras en sí. However, when you try to understand another language, you adopt a strategy based on capture, la captura de palabras, okay? And that's impossible. That's incorrect. And if you try, you are making a mistake and getting worse because you are adopting a counterproductive listening posture, okay? And the only solution is to relax and try and just absorb sound, okay? Absorber sonidos, fonéticos ingleses en este caso, that even if you don't understand anything, pero os garantizo, incluso si digo unas parrafadas que no entendéis para nada, pero para nada, os enseño por escrito esas parrafadas y entendéis el 60% o 70% o 80%. Y le diréis, pero, ¿por qué será? Because when you don't understand, normally, it's not because I'm using or other people are using vocabulary or expressions you don't know. Normally, it's simply because your ear or your ears are not discriminating sounds. Igual en castellano. The same thing. No se dicho nada. Recuerdo a alguien que me dijo una vez, no se dicho nada. And I didn't understand. I said, ¿cómo? I said, no se dicho nada. No os he dicho nada, pero dijo nos. Lo juntó tanto que entendí yo nos. Y no tenía sentido la frase. No se he dicho nada. Es como si te dijera, te he dicho nada. En vez de no te he dicho, entonces no entendía. Pero el Señor decía, no os he dicho nada. But he put it together, and I didn't understand. And another person said, one time, pa'lante. I didn't understand pa'lante. I didn't know it was para adelante. Okay? Pero cuando lo había escrito, por supuesto, para adelante. But the people are saying pa'lante. Okay? So it's in every language we link words, and the only way to understand those words is to continue listening. Y al final empieza a discriminar y decir, ándale, pues ha dicho eso. Ese sonido que llevo 3 meses sin entender, eran esas 4 palabras tan sencillas. Yes. What are you? What are you doing? What do you want? ¿Qué quieres? What do you want? What are you? What do you want? ¿Qué estás haciendo? What are you doing? En un caso es what are you, en otro caso es what do you. ¿Qué quieres? Es what do you want. Pero nadie en su sano juicio en el mundo habla inglés dice what do you want. Decimos what do you want? What do you want? What are you doing? ¿Qué estás haciendo? What are you doing? Nobody says in English, what are you doing? Solo los lingüistas puristas. All right? The normal people say, what are you doing? What are you? What are you? What are you? Y hasta que tu oído no empieza a sintonizar esas cosas y discriminar y entender, pues no hay comprensión auditiva. And so the problem is not vocabulary normally. The problem is discrimination of sounds. Okay. My God. Toma las cosas con filosofía. Take it easy. No te alteres. Don't get upset. If you don't understand me, don't get upset. Don't sit ansiosamente, on the edge of your bed. Imagine, probably some of you are in your bedroom, sitting on your bed. Okay? Now, I know from experience that when people watch television in Spanish, in their own language, normally they lie in bed, que es tumbarse, changing the channels, watching show, and they're relaxed because you understand. And then boom, aprende inglés tú, ¿esto qué es? But in the next several days, you watch this show and you don't relax on your bed. You sit on the edge. Estáis sentados en el borde de la cama, or en el borde del sillón o del sofá, and you're watching with attention. You're paying attention, and you're alert. And that's good on one hand, it's not good on the other, because if you're too alert, then you're trying, inconscientemente empezáis a hacer captura de palabras y apaga y vámonos. No hay nada que hacer en la comprensión auditiva. So, take it easy, relax, absorb the sounds, que los sonidos míos y de otros profesores en este canal os penetren por los poros y al final vais a daros cuenta en 6 meses que entendéis 3 veces mejor que ahora. That happens, I guarantee you. Eso sí puedo garantizar. Okay, so, titulares de prensa. Siguiente, headlines. To read the newspaper. It's quite interesting, but I think the studies, los estudios dicen que at least half the people read the newspaper from the back to the front, turning the pages backwards. Sometimes I do it. But I don't read the newspaper very often. And sometimes I simply read the headlines. Head, cabeza, líneas, literalmente. Headlines. Reading the headlines. Now, don't confuse headlines with heading. When you write a report, ahora voy con informes, no con periódicos, informes. When you write a report, the report has a title, el título del informe. La influencia de los albaricoques sobre la calidad de vida en el sur de Hungría. Okay. The influence of apricots on the quality of life in the south of Hungary. That's the title. Y luego si quiero, puedo poner un subtítulo. If I want, I can put a subtitle. Said, cómo los albaricoques han cambiado toda una comarca. Okay. How apricots have changed a complete region of Hungary, for example. Hungary is Hungría, no es hambriento aquí. Hungary. And then you have an introduction paragraph, an introduction. Life in Hungary is not so different from life in Spain or in other countries. However, in southern Hungary, in the south of Hungary, okay, just north of what is today Serbia, all right, a new phenomenon, new things are taking place concerning the apricot. El albaricoque. Okay, fine. That's the introduction. And we continue. And then you have a heading. Encabezamiento para una segunda parte. That's heading. So in a report you have a title, perhaps a subtitle, and then you have headings. Punto 1, punto 2, punto 3. Pero ya encabezado con algún título, how do you say, subordinado. It's a heading. Okay? No lo confundéis. No confundáis con titulares de prensa. Esos son headlines, todo junto. Literalmente, líneas de cabecera o cabeza, líneas, literalmente. Headlines. Headlines. Okay, the next one. Headlines. To read the headlines. Brag. Me gusta jactarme. Tengo la tendencia a jactarme demasiado. I brag too much. Then people say, Richard, don't brag so much. I say, I can't help it. No lo puedo evitar. I'm from Texas. Texas people, we are famous for bragging a lot. But we laugh at ourselves. That's what's interesting. The Texas people from Texas are famous for saying, everything in my state, everything in Texas is big. Okay, and everything in Texas is the best. We have the best chicken, we have the best barbecue, we have the best whatever. Okay, and it's not true, of course. But we like to brag. But we laugh at ourselves, okay? when we do it. And so it's something that's humorous. But to brag is jactarse, to brag. To brag is presumir hablando. No, he hablado otro día esto, pero vuelvo a hablar. To brag, B-R-A-G, is presumir hablando. To show off is presumir enseñando. Look at my watch, eh? Oh. This is a very expensive watch, okay? Yeah, I'm showing off. Look at my microphone. This is the best microphone in the world. This microphone cost me 3,000 euros, but it's the best, and I only accept the best. I'm bragging, yes, pero estoy presumiendo de cosas que poseo, y eso es to show off. Cuando presumo de cosas que puedo hacer, o de cosas que sé, es brag, pero cuando son cosas materiales que poseo, eso es show off. Ven a mi casa y te voy a enseñar mi mansión. Es to show off. Mira mi coche, qué cochazo tengo. Es to show off. Pero hablando es to brag. Entonces sí, se solapan los dos conceptos y palabras. Okay? Si empiezo a jactarme de mi coche y te lo enseño, estoy haciendo las dos cosas a la vez. I'm showing off my car. I like my car. Okay, for example. To brag, to brag. Okay, ponerse en contacto con is to contact. If you need any additional information, contact me. I am a source of information concerning English, okay? If you have any questions about the English language, contact me. I'll be delighted to help you. Estaré encantado de ayudaros. Just contact me. También se dice muchísimo to get in touch. Ponedos en contacto conmigo. Get in touch with me. Estoy ya en contacto contigo. I'm already in touch. Touch como tocar. Como tocar. To touch. To touch. To touch. And to get in touch with. Y también podemos decir to get into touch with. In or into, los dos valen. Probablemente un purista diría into, pero nos da igual. To get in touch with me, get into touch with me, get into contact. Entonces puedes, ya estamos en contacto. We are in contact. We are in touch. Okay, vamos por partes. Hay tres formas. Quiero ponerme en contacto contigo. Okay, ¿cómo digo esto? I need to get in touch with you. I need to get in contact with you. I need to contact you. La tercera es la más pobre realmente en riqueza, pero quizá la más fácil de recordar y utilizar y la más socorrida, la expresión más socorrida. Necesito contactarte. Literalmente, I need to contact you. Yes? Okay. So if you don't remember get in touch with, get in contact with, usa contact. Contáctame mañana. Chico, contact me tomorrow. Get in touch with me. Get into contact with me. All right, but don't worry. Con el verbo contactar, que realmente no es un verbo en castellano, pero se ha importado, se ha impuesto en el idioma, se dice hoy en día. En inglés también, contact me. If you need any information, contact me. I'll be glad to help you. I'll be glad. Estaré contento, encantado de ayudarte. I'll be delighted, que es más encantado todavía. I'll be delighted, viene de la misma raíz que deleite. Okay? Deleitado, literalmente. I'll be delighted to help you. So, contact me. Anytime you need help, I'll help you. That's my job. I'm a teacher. Es como ¿cómo se dice? El juramento hipocrático for the doctors. The Hippocratic oath, where you say, I promise. I have a teacher's oath. Like a doctor who promises to help people who need help, who are ill, sick, infirm. Okay, well, my job is to teach. And when people need to learn, it's my job to teach. Independientemente de que me paguen o no. Whether they pay me or not. Con doble H al principio. Whether they pay me or not, when I observe the lack of knowledge, it's my moral obligation to remedy this lack, esta carencia. That's the job of a teacher, of a good teacher. Okay, next one, no me gusta tratar con Pepa aquí. Pepa es la que dirige el sonido. No me gusta, I don't like to deal with Pepa. Yeah. I always make a mistake and call her Paca, and she says, no, soy Pepa. All right, so I make mistakes, and I don't like to deal with her. because she's not very nice. She's unpleasant. She's always giving orders. I don't like to take orders, okay? And she's never happy about anything. She's always complaining, all right? And I don't like to deal with people like that. No me gusta tratar con gente así. I don't like to deal with people así, like that. I don't like to deal with people like that. También puedo optar por usar el gerundio. No me gusta tratando, se dice literalmente. I don't like dealing with people like her, like Peppa. O se llama Paca. I can't remember. I don't like dealing with her. She is a pain in the neck. Literalmente un dolor en el cuello, como si tuvieras malos cervicales. She's a pain in the neck, es una pesada. Es pesada, pesadísima. She's a pain in the neck. No hay quien la aguante. I can't stand her. I can't stand her. And I don't like to deal with her. I'm going to speak to her boss and say, Manolo, if you don't take Peppa off the floor, off the set is el plato, I'm not coming back anymore. Ya no vuelvo. I'm not coming back anymore. So it's Peppa or me. Now, that's what we call an ultimatum. Ultimatum is the same as in Spanish. But we say, listen to the pronunciation. Ultimatum. May, A. First letter in the alphabet, letra A. Ultimatum. Casi como tomato. La pronunciación americana de tomate. Los británicos dicen tomato, pero dicen luego potato. Los ingleses, mis amigos. Okay, ultimatum. Ultimatum. And so, with Manolo, it's an ultimatum. To tell you the truth, Peppa's a fine lady. I like Peppa. She's good. I love dealing with her. And I would never give an ultimatum because it's dangerous and it's really not nice. Because poor Manolo, Peppa's boss, the last thing he needs in his life is an ultimatum. I'm not going to produce ultimatums for other people in their lives. Like I don't like people who give me an ultimatum. Because if a person gives me an ultimatum, I said, ya verás. And I will sacrifice other possibilities because basta que me haga un ultimatum o me dé un ultimátum para que diga que no. You say in Spanish, I think, el vicio de pedir, la virtud de no dar. Okay? But, ultimatum. So here we have tratar con, to deal with, deal, escrito deal, deal, que tiene múltiples significados. To deal is barajar cartas, repartir, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. To deal cards. You shuffle the cards, and then you deal. Which direction do you deal? Clockwise or counterclockwise? I don't remember. It's been so long since I played cards. Okay? To deal. And to deal in is tratar en mercancías. I deal in teaching. I deal in English classes. También un concesionario, una marca, es a dealer. Literalmente tratante, como los antiguos tratantes de caballos. The dealer, a horse dealer, was alguien que la compraventa de caballos en el siglo XIX. Dealer. A dealer. If you want to buy a car, you go to the dealer. O la entidad que se llama the dealership. All right, if you want to buy a car, you go to the car dealership. And the owner of the car dealership is the dealer. Okay, but to deal with, eso sí que es importante, porque se usa a diario. Tengo que tratar con mucha gente rara. I have to deal with a lot of strange people. También trato con mucha gente normal. I also deal with a lot of normal people, okay? All right. How much time do we have left? 1 minute. 1 minute? I can't do anything productive and constructive in 1 minute, all right? Okay, ¿te pareces a mí? Do you look like me? ¿Te pareces a tu padre? Do you look like your father? Parecerse a físicamente, por las facciones de la cara, is to look like. Do you look like George Clooney? Do you look like Richard Gere? Do you look like Melanie Griffith? Do you look like Antonio Banderas? Okay, to look like. Porque cuando te pareces a alguien por forma de ser, no físicamente, pero por forma de ser, hay dos formas. Una forma, la más corriente es you are. Eres como. Literalmente, you're like your father. You're just like your father. You get angry with the slightest provocation, la más ligera provocación, bam! You blow up, estallas, okay? Come on, you're just like your father. You are. You don't look like your father. You don't look like your father. No, you look like your mother. But in your behavior, in your attitude, you are like your father. Justo, exactamente decimos. You're just like your father. So calm down. You will learn English with me a la larga. Eventually, in the long run. So, antes o después vas a aprender conmigo. Ya voy a asegurártelo. So, just take it easy. Settle down. Don't get upset. Don't get tight and nervous and anxious. Relax. Porque tenemos años aquí, juntos en clase. Gratis. It's free. You don't pay. All right, thank you very much, and see you in just a few minutes.